All right, so we're back. Phoenix,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So I think we have 2 streams left. This one and one more.
Oh.
There is no good place to stop today's stream, so we're just gonna go until we run out of time, and
Great.
find the least awkward place possible to stop. And that's the plan.
And we'll see how many Newsies lines we can fit in.
And how
to
many
the,
Newsies lines
characters.
can
my
you fit
God.
in? How many musical references can we throw into this one? Because our
Yes.
beginning podcast was about
Oh,
Newsies
no.
and musicals. So there we go. Let me jump over. And we're still in court. This is like the longest court day ever, right? And wasn't there like a big
fuss at the end of the last one? Didn't like the
What-
judge
how
have to
did it-
stop everything?
Yeah,
or-
we're taking a recess right now.
Yeah, we're on recess.
Yeah. I don't remember
Um,
why we went to recess.
I don't remember why we went to recess either.
There was a big commotion.
There was a
because
commotion.
It was like Emma did the murder, not the guy.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we solved the SL9
And Lana
case,
tried to stop
finally.
it by taking the blame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So we know that she pushed Marshall, the lawyer one,
Into the
Mhm.
knife,
into the
Yeah.
armor.
the statue and got stabbed in the back. And Lana tried to cover it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Electra's like, we're not watching
got the
Newsies
guy
now?
executed.
No, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry to
We're now
disappoint.
streaming Newsies.
End stream. Good night,
that
Not like
everybody.
Disney would allow that anyway, guys.
True, would
So
not.
true.
How long
But
can
you
we keep
know,
the
I
stream
could just
live before
mute
it
the
gets shut
recording
down?
of the audio and just show the video, but then not have the. No,
think
okay, I'm not
those-
going to do that.
Unless you like distort it significantly, they still catch that.
Really,
we
the
can do that-
images?
The images, yeah. You
I
have
won't-
to.
What if I don't
distort the-
publish the VOD?
Oh, well, if you don't publish a VOD, it doesn't matter. But
What if you mute the movie and we do all of the voices?
There you go.
put subtitles on and we try to read it all.
I want to hear all the accents from Jada while you're singing.
Hey, I'm walking here from New York.
Oh no!
How you doing?
How
Oh
you
no!
doing?
Help them, Anna. All right,
I
February
was gonna say,
25th.
That's not very natural sounding, but okay.
The movie
Not
doesn't
supposed
sound
to be.
natural either, so we're
No.
okay.
Not supposed to be. Electric is on board. Okay. Looks like it's 12:06 in the afternoon, and we're in defendant lobby number 2. I like how he's just now hanging out in the defendant lobby, like,
Yeah. Get out of here.
like, dude, you're not supposed to be in here.
You're in the wrong.
But now
court.
you're on Team Phoenix Wright, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble again.
Huh. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
Are you gonna
about
bust
it.
into a
This is
song
my
on the
problem,
Newsies?
not
Go, Edgeworth,
yours.
go. Sing a Newsies song.
This is my problem, not yours.
Yeah, hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Guess I am. I'll come back later.
Gumshoe's third wheeling.
No,
Oh my
wait,
God, he
Detective
actually
Gumshoe.
fades out.
What is it?
You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective runner all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Yeah, we just had a moment.
I take Atlanta's having you run errands again.
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here. She asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial.
Evidence law. Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day.
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message.
A message.
She said if you're planning to take him on, you're gonna need this book.
Him.
Mhm.
I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. I've got like, what, 15 minutes?
There's a little ducky on it.
There is a little
Yeah.
ducky on it.
Evidence law for dummy.
Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though.
Well,
All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence.
That's where you're wrong, Detective.
Eh?
Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat even though I'm here in the defense court?
Yeah.
Despite all these allegations being thrown at me.
Mr. Edgeworth! Didn't see you there.
The real trial today hasn't begun yet.
What? What else is there left to do?
Oh,
Your
buddy.
credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of.
No.
Emma Skye found out she unwittingly caused a man's death. And now you're telling me you want to do more?
We're going
You
for
gotta
Gant,
be
don't you?
kidding
Come
me.
on. Get on board.
You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman.
Eh?
She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there.
What?
And we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. I'll save you, don't worry, Edgeworth. I'll save you, baby.
I'll save you too.
I'm
Yeah,
right
we're
here.
both there for you,
Detective.
Edgeworth. We're both there for you.
We're all
Oh,
on
is it
Team
Gumshoe?
Edgeworth.
Please catch up. Please.
That's right. Asala! Expose, expose, expose.
We're gonna
You guys
expose.
don't know how they're gonna say this.
Will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Honest Scott. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
the Inquiry Committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
I love it when he does that.
The bow?
The bow is the
The
best.
sarcastic
Oh,
bow.
the sarcastic bow is the best.
Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness, but this isn't easy to say. You see, there's some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have
Struck a bargain? You think I may have manipulated the witnesses?
I didn't say that. It's just everyone has been talking, and
Mm-hmm. Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
a solution.
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth of all further witnesses.
What? Precedent for what you're proposing.
I think he just literally told us what the precedent was, but
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
He proposed?
Yes.
No, not that
Settled.
proposal.
It's
You're
settled.
married.
It's settled.
Married now. The defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright.
I do.
What? You do? Realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over.
I mean, that doesn't
The defense
like
calls.
contradict. It doesn't contradict that Edgeworth couldn't have made a deal with, like, what if they have the same witnesses?
No, well, I
That's
mean,
true.
it is
Oh,
what it is, I guess. The
These are
time's
the
finally
rules I've
come
just
to
made
bring
up.
out the real murderer.
it's not like the judge has any brain cells either, so.
Whack.
No.
Yeah.
Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything?
Only everything. As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. All right, bailiff. Please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Here we go.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch.
Your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
Smack. Your name and occupation.
So, you want to play hardball, eh?
Please, Mr. Gant.
Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police.
Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony.
Oh, righto! What's with the grim face?
First, let's clear up this SL9 incident.
Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already.
There are still some things unaccounted for,
Oh, like what?
like the role you played in all of this.
Son, either you're very brave or very foolish.
¿Por qué no los dos?
¿Por qué no los dos, Gant?
You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Sure, take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The chief of police, and only the chief of police, has the right to refuse to testify.
Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks.
Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
Safe.
And
Oh, saving your game.
That was
Not
very
too
threatening.
Confident, are we?
if you plead the fifth the whole time, very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
SL9.
Plead the fifth.
What?
No!
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene.
I don't believe him.
As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
Well, so the evidence hiding in your safe, but okay.
Is that when Dark was arrested?
Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious.
Ouch.
When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut.
If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast.
As I recall...
Okay,
Neil and
hold
I
it,
were-
please, just a
Hey,
moment.
don't you
As I
interrupt me.
recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day.
Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Dark, made him run away like that.
Was the defendant Lana Sky also present in the room?
I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it. To make a long story short, we
Yeah,
slipped
yes,
up.
I
That-
slipped up. Right, hold it for a second. So the two of you ran immediately after him, right?
That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first, so Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky.
What's this about a power outage?
Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden and I got the shock of my life.
Did you say elevator?
Well, I freaked you out. Probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though.
Ugh, that's not funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, hold it for a second. Could
laughing.
you tell us what you saw?
It was a shocking sight.
Ugh.
Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dark was also
That was
lying
me.
collapsed.
Dark
No,
was
I'm
also
taking
lying
your
collapsed on
line,
the floor.
Chief of police. Apparently, he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those two poor girls.
Lana and Emma. They look so much like Mia and Maya in this picture, don't they?
I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why would the elevator be involved at all?
We just did that to screw with Worthy.
Interesting.
Right? Isn't it right there? We've seen it, right? The map. It's on the same level.
Is it? Oh, I don't
I
remember.
think so. I'm pretty sure that
Well, my thought was if the power was out, how's the elevator working?
I was assuming he was trying to say that he got stuck in it, but like, I thought it was on the same floor.
I don't know. Like,
The
it was a
elevator
little
did not give
convoluted the way you
access.
explained that. I don't know.
The power outage is because the lights were all out. And
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
understand that part, but I don't know. The timeline here is a little weird.
I
How
don't
can
think the
you know
elevator
that?
matters.
But maybe it doesn't.
Because of the victim's body, it had already been moved.
So that means you found the body near Lana's desk?
That's right. I think you said earlier. It was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor?
Yes.
Anyway,
In other words, he didn't do it.
as you can see,
Okay,
I
hold
have
it.
nothing-
So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter the circumstances.
Is that how it really went down?
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright.
It's called thinking, okay?
You're making eyes at Damon Garrett.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
If you're going to stare at anything...
Stare at you? Got it.
No! You'd be better off staring at the court
Done
record.
and done.
Worthy, always the smooth talker.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah, I think the court record says you ran down the hall into that
Well,
office.
which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident.
I have a lie. I have found a lie. I just,
But it may not be the right lie.
yeah.
Right, it might be for
Game's
later.
pretty
But let's
finicky.
go look. Let me see this map. You said there was a map.
I don't know if it might have been the court record said that he ran down the hall, but the prosecutor's office is on the
Is in-
same floor as the interrogation
Okay,
room.
so we got here's autopsy, Gant photo.
I think it might be in the court record that because he mentioned it. It says he ran down the hall. Like it's the same. I know it's the same floor. I just don't remember.
That's just who is in it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
court record. Stabbed in the heart, punctured lung. Died from blood loss, missing tip. We already know
Is
this
that the whole
part.
thing?
That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think, like, the running across the hall thing was something that Emma told us. I don't think
Ah.
it's actually recorded.
Maybe
in the-
somebody definitely like it was on the same floor. We were told. Maybe
Does the-
Lana.
Does
Maybe-
the book help? I don't think we
I
looked
think
at
I
it.
feel like it was Lana who had mentioned it, but we do need to look at this. This is new, right? So we know, but
Yeah.
this is the same thing Edgeworth had said in the flashback. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the
case
case on trial.
Okay.
So
It has to be related to the case. Oh my god.
I hear a speaker.
Is
Is your fire alarm going off again, Jada?
An announcement has been made.
An announcement. Attention, Kmart shoppers. So no evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department. So the stuff we have in Gant's safe obviously does not qualify. But does that mean that we can just do Rule 2 without doing Rule 1? Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Do we have to have both rules? I mean,
So
I guess
no
if it was
evidence
shown to the
shall be
police, it would be
shown
registered at that point, right?
Unless it's relevant.
But so I guess we can show anything if it's relevant, even if we didn't have it registered.
I guess.
I guess.
But I mean, well, we have that handprint right there
This one?
on the brown leather,
Well, yeah, but it says Emma's prints on it.
but it says found in Gant's safe.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So that could be it. All right, so let me find the right part, right? So
I
there's
guess
the
it's the last
outage.
line.
Went to my office.
The
It
forgery
would be
part.
the
The
of
last
course
one?
I had nothing to do with the
This
Yeah, it
one.
had
forgery.
nothing to do with it.
Okay, so
But we found
because-
it in his safe.
Because
Right.
it was from his safe, and that's definitely what's his name's cowboy vest.
Okay.
Mhm. He's
Objection.
like, hey,
There we
what
go.
about this?
If you really had nothing to do with the forgery, then how do you explain this?
Well, what's that? And what's that on it? An print?
Eat hook. Michael needs sleep. Feeling jealous? Pay attention to me, Phoenix. That's what it says. Thanks
So
for using
true.
the cool emotes. Chief Gant, your explanation, please.
I don't know. You tell me, son.
Huh?
My dear Rido, don't you know the second rule of evidence law?
That's one we were just actually.
were
Not
just
this
reading it.
evidence.
Well, yeah, but that evidence is relevant to SL9, and this is Lana's murder trial.
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on
trial.
Tell me, how is that rag relevant to this trial?
It's not, but if we prove that you're. Yeah. Okay. It appears the defense was not prepared.
I guess it's too early to use this piece of evidence.
Please accept my profound apologies, Chief. Would you mind giving the defense another chance?
Well, okay, I'll do it just this once, but only because you asked, Udgy.
Thank you. I assure you the defense is terribly sorry.
Yeah. Sorry I didn't nail you.
I feel like that should be an opportunity to be like, prove your relevancy. Usually the judge would be like, okay, well, if you can prove this is relevant, but this
So I guess
universe is...
So I guess we need some evidence that's already been used.
Right, we need current case evidence, not.
current
Yeah.
case evidence that's also going to prove that he's a liar.
I mean,
What?
That? No, that's the old one.
That's still the old one.
That also goes back to
Take
SL9,
the
yeah.
lamplight.
Yeah.
Oh, what about?
'Cause I get the stuff back here.
I mean, we have we have the ID card record. Can we finally find out what his ID
Yeah.
card is?
We know his
Can we
ID.
look at the ID card sheet again? No, we
We
still
know that's him.
We
Yeah.
know that's him, but we didn't fill it in for some reason.
I mean, I wonder if
Yeah.
this is the time where it would be filled in if we were like, "Hey, so what's your ID?" But I don't know. Badger. It's the badger.
How is the badger tied to all this?
It was
If it's
removed at Gant's
something-
behest, but that's
Hmm.
not. Still not necessarily related to this case. I don't know.
Yeah, that still feels like the last case.
I'm wondering if we want to connect SL9 to this case.
Yeah.
Wasn't the broken knife found in Edgeworth's muffler car thing?
Found at
Could
the
we
crime
use
scene,
that?
reference
But I
defendant's
don't
muffler,
know.
small tag attached. That is from
Yeah.
SL9, but how do we attach that to Gant?
I know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. I had nothing to do with the forgery.
Who
But
who
everything
was in
about the
charge of
forgery is the
moving?
last case, not this case.
Right.
Who was involved in moving the evidence today? On the day of the murder?
It was Goodman,
Goodman's
who the guy who
kid.
got murdered. He was supposed to
Yeah.
move the evidence.
Wasn't there more than just the knife on the evidence list? So, like, why did he keep that? Is that something we could tie
mean,
back
Oh,
That's
but
to
Goodman's
Gant?
SL9.
note has SL9 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
But again, how does Gant
How
do
does
anything
Gant
with
factor
Gant?
into
You
that?
know, like
Yep.
Yeah,
Wait,
how does
but,
it
like,
tie Gant to?
To the
This is
to the
Goodman.
knife thing again, wasn't like that a whole thing where it's like it wasn't this knife, it was actually the trophy's knife, but Gant put that in as a plant.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I
That's,
just
like,
don't.
my
I don't know
only
what we
logic.
could show that's not SL9 related. It has to be only.
I had nothing to do with. I'm gonna just push this, just reread this real quick.
Mhm.
The forgery had already taken place by the time. See, again, this is for the old case.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And how Lana must have felt, moving body into hiding, and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. It really went down.
But they really want us to look at the court record.
Which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery?
I think the court record is like all our stuff.
Lana did admit to forging evidence.
Oh,
but
all
that
of
can't be
it.
The whole truth.
Yeah.
I'd link Gant to the incident, but again,
Link him to Goodman? and SL9, or like
I think it's this. You have to link him to the SL9, but we can't introduce
Oh,
new
whoops!
evidence
I didn't mean to hit that
to
button.
do it.
Yeah.
So we have to link him. It says to the forgery.
Yeah.
So Lana set up, right, the crime scene, and we need to show
have
that
to- we
Gant
have to
had
prove
something
he
to
is
do with it.
involved.
That he also set up the crime
but
scene.
whatever. But
So what
whatever
if it
we show
is-
him has to be relevant to Goodman's murder.
So what if
Or
it
just
is the king of
something that we've already-
prosecutors?
Or something that we've already presented. That's already been entered into evidence.
Yeah, try the broken tipped knife.
The broken knife?
The broken tipped knife, yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Your
No.
Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement?
I'm not sure I follow.
Contradicts the.
You don't sound very convinced, Mr.
No, I
Wright.
don't.
Objection overruled. No, I
I
think
don't
he
think
could have
that
made that
won
work.
me any points with the judge.
Not in the game. Okay.
She had already arranged a crime scene. I had nothing to do with the forgery. Oh
She
shit!
had
I keep
arranged-
pushing the wrong button. I'm sorry. I keep meaning to open the evidence list. And it's the other button.
It's a great bumper, according to.
Yeah, but I keep pushing the left bumper because I'm an idiot. All right.
Oh, is it the screwdriver?
Yeah, what is the screwdriver for?
It's for a
Was-
different case, but he basically just did that to get Edgeworth to drive back to his office.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because it's for this other
Yeah, I
case.
don't know how that has to
16.
do with the forgery.
Hmm. I mean, maybe it is the jar, because we've already presented the jar.
We presented it today, but also it was kind of presented for the other case too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we found it in his office, in his safe again, and this has already been entered into the court record.
No.
Does that
not
count
it.
though? Because it's not
No.
related to.
Officially,
Goodman.
it does not count. I just tried it and I got
Well,
it wrong.
yeah, we need something that's related to Goodman, not just something that's been allowed.
Hmm.
That's why I thought maybe the knife, but what did you just try? The screwdriver?
No, that was the jar.
The jar.
What about the screwdriver?
Yeah, but how does that have anything to do with SL9?
Yeah, it's not a piece of SL9 evidence.
I want to try the.
I
I want to
don't-
try this.
SL9 evidence.
The- oh, the
Okay.
statue?
I want to try the
Sure.
statue.
Okay.
I'm wrong.
That's not it.
No. Oh
We might not even
gosh.
be presenting on the right statement.
Maybe we're
That's
not.
True. Also,
That could be.
what other one would it be?
I don't really
She
know
had
what
already
the game wants
arranged
us
the
to
crime
do.
scene.
Like, I can come up with arguments, ways to make what we're convincing the judge of happen, but it's not what the game has programmed into it, and I just
Yep.
not.
We
sure
have to get.
what
We have
they
to get the
want.
right thing at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She had
it can
already
be very
arranged
tricky.
the crime scene.
This was the exact same problem I faced when playing this the first time.
Yeah, it's like I know the answer you want, but I have to show my work a very specific way to get there, and I don't know what way you want me to show it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not really flexible enough for. Hmm. What's related to
I mean, we
Goodman?
found half the evidence list in his desk.
I feel like it's
I
not this
tried
though, 'cause
it.
this is like based on the picture. Oh man. Do you want to try the
What?
pot? We just try everything?
We tried
we
the
just
pot.
tried the pot.
We
Oh.
already tried the pot.
Well, we tried
didn't
the pot on the other dialogue.
Oh, okay.
So she had already arranged the crime scene.
So this is like referring to the fact that like Lana was the one who did it and he wasn't the one who did it.
Right, but I mean,
And
she
the
was
shoes in his
obviously
safe. I'm just
like-
worried this doesn't relate at all to Goodman.
yeah. I mean, but I don't know how it wants us to
I
connect
don't know.
it.
I don't
so-
know. I don't get it.
Huh. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. That power outage didn't help either. Neil and I were questioning him that day.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that statement.
Mhm.
Mhm.
The power outage, yeah,
I
we
mean,
know that
multiple
happened.
people have mentioned the power outage.
Mhm.
That's reasonable
I don't-
statement.
But it's
That's
these
questionable.
I mean,
two are.
The previous statement is a lie, obviously.
We're just gonna run through this one again.
Yeah.
How do you know that? The victim's body had already been moved.
How did he know it had been moved?
You found the body near Lana's desk. He says, yeah. My student stabbed the prosecutor. Yeah. So he's saying the body had already been moved before he got
What
there.
if it's the knife on this statement?
On this one?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, because somehow the knife got stuck in his back.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Nope. Okay.
We're running out of help.
Oh, no.
Okay, you saved.
Well, I did save, but I think it
Yeah.
just lets you go again.
This is the routine of the original trilogy.
I don't know
She
what
had
you want, game.
arranged the
You want something
crime
that's not
scene.
intuitive. I have the most intuitive arguments already, and you ignored it.
Could be that too. on this one.
No.
Ah, crap. No.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Did,
let's
did
execute her.
you
Well-
try the
Whoops, that didn't go so well.
It's
Yeah,
guilty.
yeah, yeah. That's enough. Even you
Mhm,
fucked up
yeah.
too many
I
times.
fucked up too many times.
That's
I
fair.
got you. I got you.
Man, Entra's gonna divorce me.
Ouch. How
We're
did you?
getting a divorce, right?
We've only been married for
Because you're
5
so
minutes.
stupid. You got no
Well,
brain.
it's official. You were
Guilty.
married, and Lana is guilty.
Aji, let's go golfing.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court today within a month from today's date. That's all. Court is adjourned.
Right, he really screwed that up.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
really bad.
What a loser.
Oh no.
Dang.
Dang. Alright. How are we
Oh, but where do
gonna...
we save?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna roll through this, so you guys keep thinking.
It can be so finicky about what in which order, and I don't know what it wants right now.
I don't know if you need to press on anything even, because it didn't. he
Yeah,
doesn't
we
have
didn't
any
we
new
didn't get
information.
anything new out of it, did we?
Wait,
No.
did you actually try the jar on the fifth state? The fifth one?
The
fourth
last
Yeah.
one? Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the one that just killed us.
damn.
Okay, so
Yeah, questioning, yeah, power, Lana. She'd arranged crime scene. I had nothing to do with
no,
So these are all
no,
the same.
Go back,
The- oh.
because he says he doesn't know if Lana was in the room before, right? So
No,
more.
he says when I went to my office, I found Lana there.
No, but he said before he doesn't remember if she was in the interrogation,
No, that's not what he says.
isn't it?
Neil and I were questioning him that day.
He said, I
Yeah,
don't
she-
recall if she was something. What was he talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We asked him where Emma was at a certain, where Lana was, and he said, I don't recall.
I mean, I don't
You
You
remember.
might be able to press him on that, and maybe he'll say it.
No.
But I mean,
it was a
we've
different.
pressed him on all these things, though.
No, this was a different conversation.
Oh, but that doesn't help us now. We need to use what we have.
Oh, yeah, but I was thinking if that was
There,
the
was she
lie.
present in the room? I don't remember.
Okay.
That's what he just said.
She wasn't there when
She
Dark
wa-
ran, right? Because she was in the office. We know that, though.
But she wasn't in the office.
Yeah, but that's not added to this, so we can't use it.
Oh,
We have to. We can only work with what the game gives us.
I don't understand
Yeah, I
right
don't
now.
think there's anything wrong with that statement that
Oh,
he
whoops.
found her there.
Again, I'm pushing the wrong button.
If
It's
we've
got to be
already-
this one or the other one. It's
Yeah.
got to be.
Did you try the evidence list one?
No, I don't.
No,
No,
we
we
haven't
did
you
tried
not.
should
it.
try.
So where
Hold on.
where do you want me to try it? On this one or
On this forgery
Yeah, try
one,
it there.
because he
Yeah,
was
like, maybe-
withholding it.
Maybe
Yeah.
why did you hide half of the list? So,
And that was already presented as evidence. That's not new evidence.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh!
It is it.
Ah, this could be it. I don't know. We'll see. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery, but I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up.
Explain yourself.
Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this list, for example. You know, why can't we do that with the other several pieces of evidence found in the office we've already
I
presented?
know, right? It's
Like
I
the
don't
jar,
know.
okay.
jar is the
I
same
don't
thing.
know.
Yeah.
So is the
This-
leather piece of
Well,
fabric.
no, the piece of leather was not introduced as evidence yet. He was
Yeah.
right about that.
It wasn't, but like this is not Goodman's case either.
Yeah, it still
Ugh.
doesn't have to do with the current case either.
No,
Still
it
not
doesn't-
Goodman's case, so why couldn't we use
So
the...
we had to go with rule number
Okay.
1 and 2. We couldn't
Yeah.
just.
Okay.
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 Which is what I had asked earlier because I wasn't sure. I was like, does rule number 2 overrule rule number 1?
Nope.
But
It's gotta be
apparently it
both.
doesn't.
Apparently not.
Okay. Well, that was not clear. Let's keep going.
But that's the list Emma Sky drew her picture on.
This was discovered in your desk. Not only that, but a piece of this jar that was sitting
Oh, now
in
you-
your
Oh my
office
And now he's wrapping it all together.
was found inside your safe.
We tried to
Yeah.
say that.
We tried. That's what we wanted to say.
What? Where?
Yeah,
Where?
you see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
But why couldn't we use that?
Oh, we had
Why
so
would
much
we
stuff
not
in
let
this
us
thing.
use
Why
it?
didn't
They
we
used the leather piece before.
Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this?
Oh, here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy.
Don't say that.
He's not a defense attorney. So you admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery.
Who, me? Or do you mean you?
Me?
What?
Why would I have anything to do with this? With that?
Just
like
Uno reversed it on
gatekeeper.
you,
You did Uno reverse me.
Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know.
That's why I know you.
Yeah.
No, you did it.
I'd
Defense
rather
attorneys.
your glue.
Whatever bounces off me sticks right to you. Isn't that right, Righto?
Objection. Smack, again. However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation.
Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment.
What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
Did he get fired?
I thought he did.
Yes? Oh, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office because you saying so does not help right now. Their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene, please.
My, my. Kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together.
Well, we're doing algebra at this point, Mr. Gant.
Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered.
It's got his blood on it.
If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
when investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol.
You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences.
Oh.
Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting till tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know, we're in trial.
All right, Udgy. In return, though,
I know. That place, right?
What?
What are these guys, telepathic?
What's going
That
on between the
plate.
judge
That
and
plate,
Gant?
right?
What is he talking about?
Whoa.
They're gonna go for drinks, I guess.
Get a room.
for all I know, you could.
Okay, yeah, hold it, hold it.
Sounds
So,
more like they have a hotel room.
I'd appreciate it if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations.
Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that.
What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped.
Mr. Wright, what are you saying?
Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're gonna need it later.
Later. What are you talking about?
What else? I'm talking about when Righto's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they would prove his investigation was illegal.
I've never faced anyone as slimy as this guy.
That doesn't even make logical sense, though.
Anyway.
Hey, hold it anyway. What do you mean by that?
This is all purely hypothetical, of course, but suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery.
Smack. If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery,
It's obstruction.
yeah, it's...
I'm not through speaking yet, Righto. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless.
Okay, hold it. Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation?
It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced.
Smack. Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient?
Right.
Huh?
The chief is talking about a possibility, so long as you can't rule it out. Your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time.
Tell me something I don't know.
Come now, Righto. Think about it. There's no reason I participate.
Okay, hold it. How can you look me in the eye and say that?
Because I'm innocent. Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil?
Not sure I care for the word murder there.
What?
Well, it wasn't
But in the
murder,
end-
it was...
The person
Manslaughter.
responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Scott. But I'm not going to say murder.
And she's too cute.
Well, now do you see? Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't
Hey,
help
hold
me
it.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all of this.
Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police.
Oh,
The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive.
Oh, that's a good one.
Huh?
Do you really think I'm that incompetent?
What do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little.
why
that
does he not have to prove anything?
True, Edgeworth?
I'm the king.
Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway.
Because he's not on trial. Ah,
Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at.
So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Gee, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little?
By all means, please do.
I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me.
nothing in it for you.
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Ho, ho, ho! That's a good one, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? Accomplice?
Point out
Boy.
accomplice.
I mean,
I feel like his
Lana.
only accomplice would be Lana, yeah.
Yeah.
True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Blackmail.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wright appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
That's not what I mean. Oops.
Very well then, who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Lana.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Scott, the defendant?
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But what?
Oh, I think you cut out there, Anna.
Oh, sorry, how would he profit from all this?
He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Smack. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
You mean to tell...
Oh, try again.
What? I'm gonna pop out if it's not working. Hold on.
Oh, yes. All right. Really quick reconnect.
Hey, is the judge going on a break?
The judge is taking 5, just real quick. Hydration break.
Okay.
Very important to hydrate.
Okay, is that
Read it.
better?
Yep.
Okay. Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance,
Yep, came through.
he plays with puppets?
I like
Oh,
puppets.
I didn't know that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that hobby.
Oh, wait. You must mean puppet, as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind.
Okay, so I
I
admit
thought
it,
he was
Chief.
like a marionette operator.
You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her.
Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something.
What?
Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing?
Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant.
Well, I mean, it's out now. I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Unless... that is also what happened in this incident.
This incident? Which one would that be?
Of course I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Yeah, I mean, now that the secret about Emma is out, I don't know why she wouldn't come clean.
Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Miss, what do you mean?
Smack. What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? What? What?
I thought I saw this comment.
No way. Order. I said order. Miss Wright, you can't be serious.
Huh?
This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? That's impossible.
He's right. This is crazy.
It's possible.
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language.
Like the Explain Like I'm 5 Reddit, I see. It's too late, Mr. Wright. Smack. There's no turning back for us now.
It looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this.
They're going through with it.
Oh, can you prove this, Mr. Wright?
Can I?
Let's see.
Let's find out.
I mean, we
Save
can,
them.
but I don't know how you want us to. that is that the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder.
Good question.
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. A very stinky man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. Alrighty then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got. It better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. So now the ID list, right?
I was thinking the knife. But I could be wrong. I have been wrong most of the time.
Well, you said that Goodman was the one who had it anyway.
Well, the knife is SL9, and like you said, it was Lana's muffler. It was like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well,
How does that tie?
SL9
That doesn't tie
to
Gant to
the
it
thing.
because you said that Goodman had it anyway, right?
Yeah,
I
but
think
I
him
think
using
we're
his-
along the same train of thought because the reason he had the knife is because the chief used his ID to go into the evidence room. Do you know what I mean? And this is what they took. So it could be the list first.
I think that's the list because that proves
Yeah.
that the chief is the one who took it.
The list explicitly has his ID number on it.
So this could be the point where
like-
we actually get the number.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like, guess who this is?
Yeah, I think this is where the name might be where they fill in the name if we pull it out. Well, this is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 777-7777.
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number.
It's your number.
Excuse me?
What? How do you know that?
The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code.
7 digits? You don't mean.
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 777-7777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Wow,
a lot of sevens. That's not really a good ID code.
Order! What'd you say?
Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations.
Yeah, I don't think that matters in this universe.
And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law.
Which is not at all.
What?
By my standards. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you. About the use of this ID card.
Chief Gant. So, you admit it? You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
What about it? I'm chief of police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Please don't go anywhere you want, though.
Going
Use the
right
toilet.
here, right now.
You should
Tell
only
me.
go in the bathroom.
He's
sir.
asserting his dominance.
Clean it up,
right
Bernie.
now.
Don't poop in the sink. When you enter the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room.
Detective
just made
Goodman
it
wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he?
Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days.
Then how did he have
Objection.
the knife?
You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant? I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana's sky skill.
Objection. No, it isn't, Your Honor. You're wrong. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth.
Did you just object to the
Sound
judge?
Yes? Problem? If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, smack, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
There's a memo.
Is it the knife now?
It could be the memo, it could be the knife.
Maybe.
Can we check the note again? Goodman's note.
It just says
Says that.
it's the date and SL9. It's on Goodman's
21.
own
Doesn't it say something
stationery.
else?
Okay, check the tag on the knife.
It says SL9 on it.
Yeah, but It doesn't say anything else.
No.
On the other side.
No, it's just SL9.
It does say 2, but okay.
I figure that's like item number 2.
Yeah, I was trying to match it to the note.
Shows proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it is the note.
What else is there? Screwdriver.
Because
Not
wasn't
the
there like
screwdriver.
What's that?
the lost item report?
Oh,
can
Can
only be
only
submitted
be
by the
submitted
chief
to
of
the chief of police.
There you go.
But it's only half written, which means it wasn't submitted.
That the
Well,
victim went to meet Chief Gant.
Yeah, he probably
This
is-
was like,
that's the
"Hey, I
closest
need
thing
to
we got."
submit a lost item report."
But I haven't finished filling it out.
Yeah, but it's not signed, so it doesn't prove it. It
Yeah.
just proves that he meant to.
But it's the only thing in the court record that's tying it explicitly to Gant.
We'll
who
give it a
was
go.
the chief of police.
Take that.
Okay, we'll try it.
Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police.
Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it.
He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day.
He needed to.
Yes, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh.
Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room.
I accompanied him.
There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Murderer.
Hey, Brad, did you follow that?
God.
Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Wait. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card.
Yes.
That's so means
Now
they would
that
have
you
met that day, and
mention
you're a
it,
liar.
I believe I might have done that.
That's a lie.
Objection. Sorry, but that's not possible.
Come
Eh?
on, look at yourself, Orange Man.
According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
What is happening to him?
He
gets away like
same testimony. Chief Gant, he didn't.
The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
Objection. You're forgetting, Mr. Wright,
I was on a roll here, what the heck?
that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. parking lot. How did he manage to move it there?
I was at the police department the entire day, you know.
And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so.
Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time, I thought it was a useless clue just taking up space.
And now the
It's a
screwdriver, right?
screwdriver.
It's a
Yeah.
screwdriver
It is
now,
a screwdriver,
finally.
yeah.
Well, how could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this.
Now, finally, the screwdriver's
Get
time has
edgy to
come.
do it.
I screwed it all the way to the prosecutor.
This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body.
Was a screwdriver? What does that have to do with this case?
Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here?
It's here because
Wait for it.
He's thinking.
There it is.
I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office.
But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to.
You mean I...
Mm-hmm. The
Show
body was
further
found in
words.
the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
I like my phrasing better.
I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
He's probably right.
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Yes, we all know this already, you guys. We've totally established this entire scenario
He was
previously.
found in the trunk. He definitely wanted to
Unless,
live in the
of
trunk.
course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked for Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye.
He called an Uber for that corpse. Order, order, order. What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations?
Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please say something.
I believe your time's up.
My time's up?
Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this.
You can't just leave.
We have to get going if we're going to make it in time for the early bird special. I'm old.
But the cross-examination isn't finished yet.
Remember what I told you earlier?
Okay, wait in
A
the fifth.
police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal,
Weapons?
like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now.
What? That is not a right casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection. So you're going to just run away after all this?
Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy.
That's exactly what you're doing.
I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well,
You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
do you have any concrete proof? Prove that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Mrs. Skye dispose of his body?
Do I have any concrete proof?
Can we look?
Do we?
Let me look.
I don't think we
Court
do.
record. Do we have... I don't
I-
think we do.
Just let me look because I had an idea.
Okay, what was your idea? One knife wound died an hour and a half ago.
I feel like it might be the knife from Edgeworth's car or the picture that Angel took.
Is that concrete proof, though?
That-
I feel like it doesn't show him actually participating.
No,
Yeah.
but those could both potentially be proof that Gant was setting her up.
But that's not the question. The question is, do you have proof I killed him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, proof that you killed him and made her dispose of the body. I think it could be either.
I mean, I'm willing to throw one out there. Which one do you want? I can't let him just squirm his way out of this. I've got to keep the pressure on. Yes, Your Honor. I do have such evidence.
Well, then please hurry up and present it. Just remember, better proof Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Mm.
Ooh.
Okay, so then it's not the knife.
He's
Yeah.
got
If
no
it's
prints
only
on
the
it.
murder.
I just
Unless,
don't
well,
think.
I guess he killed him with the broken knife, is what we're assuming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's no proof, like
And
no
she
concrete
swapped
proof
them.
that he did.
Yeah, she took the broken knife out of him and put the other knife in him.
hmm
But yeah, I don't know how you.
Goodman is
I'm
Skye.
thinking this might be one of those situations where it's
Well,
like, I don't
you have to
have
be
proof.
We don't have it and something dramatic's gonna happen?
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
could potentially be either knife.
Well, let me throw one out. Which one do you want to throw out, then, Anna? And we'll see what happens.
I guess the SL9 one.
Okay, we'll give it a go.
Because that's maybe it's
Take
fresh
that?
blood, different blood. No, it's not. That wasn't it. No, what exactly is this evidence?
Well, it's proof as to whether or not it's enough to demonstrate the chief's guilt. I'll let you be the judge.
I am the judge.
Oh, right. Well, what do you think, Your Honor?
What I think, Mr. Wright, is I'm going to be late for lunch.
Oh, I guess it wasn't enough. Please, Your Honor, give me just a little longer to consider.
Say it again. He's the chief of
Yeah,
police.
Chief of Police.
So that wasn't it. Court won't tolerate it. Okay, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor?
Do you have any concrete proof?
Proof
That Chief Gant murdered? Yep. I need proof.
and made Miss Sky
Mr. Wright.
dispose of the body. Do you have any concrete proof?
I guess that
I
wasn't
think we
it.
gotta be honest.
Yeah.
It's no use showing evidence if I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
See, Udgy?
In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Righto.
We need to put
It
Lana
seems
back
that
on this
Lady Luck
stand.
was on my side again today. Okay, Udgy, I'll leave the rest to you.
No!
He faded
Slipping
away.
away!
He was a ghost all along.
I think it still might have been the picture, but I don't know. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency.
Wah!
Objection.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hello. Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the
Intense
truth. Another witness.
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth.
It's gotta be Lana.
The defendant? Miss Lana Sky?
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body. Smack. In accordance with the certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. That means you got it right, right?
Thank you.
Oh, very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in recess.
Hold on.
Huh?
Back again.
Yeah, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen good, Lana.
He's talking to Lana.
I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences.
That's threatening the
What a
witness.
threat!
That's right.
You're
Your
openly
sister
threatening the
will be
witness.
found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
I said I don't want to use
This
that
isn't good.
word.
Of
I'm
course,
the
you'd
judge,
never.
you know.
Yeah, is he still talking? Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. All right then. I've got a lunch date to meet.
It was not a murder.
Wow.
I made that ruling. Okay, if there aren't any more objections, I definitely need lunch. This court is now in recess.
He just threatened the witness in
Literally
the
in court on the
I know,
stand.
yeah.
Ah.
I hate this universe. It's so bad.
Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
Yeah, that chief, he's something else, eh, pals?
Detective Gumshoe.
I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh no!
Aw.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Nah, don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office!
Michael says clearly witness intimidation and possibly terroristic threatening, but the legal system in this game is held together by rubber bands and glue.
Yep.
Yep. My office.
Elmer's glue.
Sure.
And
I'll
it's
take the place
raining.
of that. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
Could he mean Maya?
Hey, what the heck?
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is he always getting the upper hand?
It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said?
Chief, that's not a right to be casually invoked. Certain risks to be considered.
Risks. What did he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite holds true. Who's this now?
You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too?
Oh.
She's
Hello, it's me.
Emma, are you okay?
Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery. Woo boy, was it something.
So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved.
Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
Yeah, what do you mean?
What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
No, I said don't call it
Hey.
murder. Not a crime, young lady.
Don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Society.
Well, I mean, society is kind of fucked
Or
up
the
to let
serial
these laws
killer.
go
Blame
by.
Blame the serial killer, maybe?
Chief Gant... Oh my god, I almost made Emma British. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery.
But he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
It's really easy to fool
I
someone's
see.
memory.
Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final act.
Emma, why don't you wait?
No, I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth.
Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. I'm not even
But
going
I
back to
think
the
the-
prosecutor's court.
To be continued.
But I'm the
implication
assistant
was
now.
that he's not allowed to. He can't defend himself either. I think was what they're saying.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So
yeah.
if she testifies against him now, there's literally no opposition, or
Yeah.
he has to testify.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They
yay.
either force his hand or they prove it by
Yeah.
telling the truth.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, that was a good stopping point.
Yeah, I thought we'd get further. We kind of stumbled a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Um,
true.
So I actually thought we'd actually get a little bit further than this, but that's okay. It does make a good stopping point, and then we'll figure the rest out next time.
Yeah.
So I expected us to get into Lana's testimony. Sorry,
It
Anna,
was
we
being
didn't get
very
there.
particular.
Yeah,
we
we're being
we
very
tried
particular.
the other parts of the testimony that he wound up giving,
Yeah,
but like they wanted that specific one on that specific prompt, and
that's
Yep.
kind of the way
Yeah.
the game is too. It's
That's the
kind
way
of
of
the
the
challenge
game.
of it, isn't it?
it's frustrating sometimes.
A little
It
bit.
is.
Gets
It can
more
be.
picky as it goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did it. We got there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then we'll continue with Lana's testimony next week. And then I don't know how it'll work out. So we might need 2 more streams depending on. But if we do 2 more, the last one's going to be really short. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be long.
10-minute stream.
Yeah, it might be.
And then we talk about Scooby Doo for the rest of
That's
the
it.
Okay, so we could like podcast for a while next week, and then we can like even that out.
Heck
Um,
yeah, heck yeah.
All right. Thanks for being here, friends. Thanks for your support. Michael Needs Sleep, thanks so much. Yeet Hook, Electric Licorice, Asala, who's actually who we're gonna raid.
Ray.
She's playing some Red Dead Redemption.
Great.
Ooh.
Ooh,
The first, second.
the first.
Oh, she picked up the
Ooh.
Red Dead from the PC.
She sure did.
Ooh.
And well, you don't actually need raid calls. That's all owns the channel. So we'll be back next week with more Phoenix Wright as we're getting towards the end of the case,
Yeah.
and hopefully it's a little bit more straightforward than this one was.
We shall see.
We shall see. Thank you, Zep, Anna, Jada, for being here and doing
Yes,
voices.
thank you.
Seven.
And think about what we're gonna do after Phoenix Wright, you guys. Start thinking. We're getting pretty
man.
close.
Get your votes in.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I've been saving up my points. I have like 86K.
Well, you don't have to use that for Tuesday nights.
I
That's-
know that's true.
So that's up to you, though. If you wanted to, I would let you.
Well, okay.
I would have used points on Alundra, but that's taken care of.
That is, I don't know how that ended up working out for you. It's so obscure.
Yeah.
Thank Retro Chris for that. Retro Chris knows all the good obscure games. So I was like, oh, wow. How about that?
That means I can save my points for the Newsies dub stream.
Oh, no.
Mango presents.
And then
Dub
my channel
Newsies.
gets taken down by Twitch.
Yeah.
Yep. Boom. Gone.
Gone. That was the end.
Disney.
right.
Boom.
With that, we
You're gonna
shall
have
say.
to learn some editing filters for live streaming.
Oh, no. All right. We got 9 seconds to say good night.
Good
Night. We
Night.
gone. Bye.
Headlines don't sell papes. News